Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Hey guys, everyone close and near, far, whether it's Wednesday night or Thursday morning, happy halfway point to the week. And here we are, autumn season. We're finally over that line. I'm glad we're finally at it. And I am Mike, TimeRider Zero, your host of the Rider Time podcast here on the Jolly Morphin Network. And today we are here to discuss none other than Kamen Rider Gotchard, Episode 4, Antrooper Labyrinth. What you guys think about the episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let us know in the comment section. Obviously, if you write down to the chat box while we are live, then your comments will be displayed right here at the bottom of the screen. And, I have to say this. This episode is definitely less disappointing than previous episodes. I know I've went off on them quite a bit, and I did call Hotaru useless before. Finally, he's not being useless, but he's not useless in this episode, but in the grand scheme of things, he kind of is. In terms of capturing chemis. Now, obviously, Rene could not escape from the labyrinth without his help. I acknowledge that. But before then, we didn't have a utilitarian reason for Hotaru to even be an alchemist to begin with. So, that is what it is. And awesome. We got some comments coming in. That's wonderful. Remember, you guys are part of our community. Well, in any case, we finally get more time with, we get to know Spanner a little bit. We get to see more of the Hades sisters. I am surprised how early on certain things were revealed to us, because usually revelations like the ones we get in this episode are usually saved for the obligatory Christmas episode before we go on our New Year's break. But, here we are. Actually, I'm curious, what day of the week is New Year this year? Okay, let's see. Okay, so, wow. Wow, Christmas is on a Saturday. No, wait. Yeah, Christmas is on a Saturday this year. Wait, no. Wrong page. No, Christmas is on a Monday, as is New Year's. Okay. Well, we're still going to get a obligatory day off episode, right? Right, Toei? Right. Yep, we're doing this every day. We've been doing this every week for the past year with Geets. We never missed a single episode, and we won't start now. not while I'm around. I feel like I'm dying on the inside. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually. By the way, we hope that you guys are, watching our Ultraman podcast, the Ultra Quest podcast, where we discuss Ultraman Blazar. And next week, we are going to have a special guest discussing episode 3. So I hope that you guys have been checking that out and enjoying it. This Saturday, we are getting back to Power Rangers with Power Rangers Cosmic Fury Episode 1. Yes, just Episode 1. We're not doing the whole season. I know there's a person or two that are like, why don't you just review the whole season? It's already out. No, we're doing it one episode at a time, because we want each focus to get the anal focus that we always give every episode of every show. And, it is what it is. So, we last left off on a cliffhanger, and we just defeated the Mandrake amalgam. Submarine Malcolm shows up, and he was being a creepy stalker, and everyone was starting to sink into the ground, which is a great premise. And you're thinking, oh, maybe like this is how the whole Antrooper Labyrinth is gonna happen, because like they sink into the ground and then they have to find their way out, and then Antrooper shows up while they're underground. Like, at least that seems like what would be the most logical way to progress the story from the Mandrake dude to the submarine dude to the ant lady. I mean, obviously, like it could have been a dude, but it's Lachesis. We all know that's Lachesis. So ant lady, and no, it did not go how you logically wanted to go. Nope. Spanner just murks him instantly. You barely even see the fight footage. In fact, the whole fight probably lasted no more than 15 seconds before he just zaps that submarine chemi into the card. And, he still doesn't acknowledge Hotaru as a Kamen Rider, which makes sense. But yeah, it's on par for the course because some rivalries need to take time to ferment. I mean, if you look at Kamen Rider Spectre, it took him 13 episodes to feel remotely more comfortable with Takeru. But geez, Spanner is very much like Spectre. It just hit me how much like Spectre he is, and not just because he's a rival hunter. Is every episode of Gotchard going to be like a vague reference to a trope from a past season of Kamen Rider? I mean, like, we've had an O's reference, we've had a Forze we had a lot of Forze references, we have Wizard references, we have Gaim references. Let's see, Dano reference for sure. So I don't know, is Kamen Rider becoming derivative at this point, where they're just like where they're just pastiching a bunch of older seasons and then just making an amalgam? Hai Arutoja Daito. I mean, I hope this season finds its footing. I mean, I acknowledge that this episode, for what it's worth, is better than the previous 3 episodes. It is better than the previous 3 episodes. So I give it credit for that. And like I said, Hotaru isn't as useless as a character as he was before, like in the previous 3 episodes. And we do get more character development with Rine, but I still feel like the only things that are really carrying this episode, this series, is the villains. Don't get me wrong; like, other seasons had fantastic villains, like the Checkmate 4 were fantastic. Naratake, not so much. The Greeds were fun. The Zodiarts were fun. Wiseman, kind of mid. I like the Roidmudes, especially Heart. But this season, it's like, I like the villains, but they're still carrying too much. By which I mean, the heroes are not carrying enough. They're carrying more now than they did earlier, but still not enough. It's like how Stan Smith's was like showing off that cupboard. It's like, I use that cupboard all the time. The paprika, not enough. That's basically where I'm at. It's like the villains are carrying this show all the time. but the hero's not enough. Anywho, let's get right on to it. So, not Hazamada shows up, and of course, there r/urban legends is trending of a mysterious hero who saved people from being killed by mushrooms and laughter. But obviously, we all know who that is. We all know that it's Hotaru. But I'm left with a couple of questions. Like, let's say if people's memories were erased off screen, because we did not see anyone's memories erased in the last 2 episodes. Not in episode 2, not in episode 3. Episode 1, yes, but not in the next 2 episodes. So my question here is, even if they erase everyone's memories at the end of episode 3 off screen, how would anyone remember the situation enough to make a blog about it? That's what I want to know, because if anyone who's around to witness it got their memory erased, who'd be around to witness it? It's like what Jack Sparrow said in Curse of the Black Pearl. It's like I've heard the tale. It's just a myth. No one survived to tell it. Well, if no one survived, then how do you know this? How do you know the tale? Savvy. Yeah, it's like at least one person has to either witnessed something happening or made the whole thing up. And if they did make the whole thing up, props to being creative enough that the thing that you completely fabricated turned out to be true. But other than that, like as far as real life goes, it's like you either had to witness something, remember it, and then recorded it, or you had to have made the whole thing up. Those are the only 2 possible scenarios you could be in. So I wonder, like, how is it that not Hazamada like doesn't know that Hotaru was the mysterious hero in the blog post, but at the same time someone was around to remember enough to actually write it down? Or is the memory wipe just so selective that people still remember smaller details? That's a lot of questions to be asked. Actually, I think I asked something similar when we were talking about Kamen Rider Geats during that, like around episode 10 or 11, where Keiwa was not acting the way he normally would because of the memory erasure. I mean, we do find out that there's more to it than just memory erasure. Like his desires got erased. But still, same question. Same questions before. John Locke, Barclay, Hume, Kant, that 4 tetrafecta of empiricists, lots of questions to us. Anyways, back in the classroom. A certain someone wants to trade cards and actually makes a better argument this time around. First of all, I just love the crazy outfits at this point, because while we did not see the outfits in episode 1, in episode 2, we did see that takoyaki hat in the previous episode, and now she's dressed up as a tiger. It's kind of adorable, but also, what the heck is this? But at least this time she actually raises a good point. It's like, hey, you want to befriend chemis, right? Well, let me just borrow one of the chemis you already made friends with. I'm sure that one chemi might consent to it. Then you'll have an opportunity to make friends with 2 new chemis. You'll be closer to your goal, and then you could trade the chemis back if you want to. That's not a terrible idea, as long as you have the ability to trade back. Because I remember, I think it was Warp Zone who made that video where it's like, okay, I will trade you my Charizard, but you're gonna trade it back to me, right? 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 They trade the Charizard, and then the other person like runs up and says, hey, you stole my Charizard. No, actually, that is not the scummiest thing. The scummiest thing is that one girl from Snow Point City in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl who promises you an a Kadabra in exchange for a Medicham. You're thinking, oh my god, I'm going to get a Kadabra. It's going to evolve into Alakazam, but it's holding an Everstone. It's holding an Everstone. It's not going to evolve when you get the trade. It's not going to evolve. And then she taunts you, so she knows what you're doing. She knows what you were doing. But anyways, Otaro agrees to it. Oh, and there's also a new transfer student. It's Spanner. And this dude gives me the creeps. I'm gonna be honest, that smile, like, I don't know what to say about it. But also, he's being awfully chummy with Rene. Here is my hypothesis. I could be wrong. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But here's why I think there might be something going on there between Spanner and Rene. Because she is particularly hostile towards him. And he's particularly like this towards her. I think they're betrothed. I know, archaic thing, archaic concept, arranged marriages. Also, they're still teenagers. I get it. I agree. But remember what was mentioned in the first episode. Her family has a long line of tradition. Her future's already pre-planned. Not unlike the series Kakegurui, which, by the way, if you've never seen or read it, it's a fantastic manga and anime series. It's about a private high school where a person's social standing is based on their ability to gamble, and of course, like the more you win, the higher your status. And the main character is a gambling addict. But here's the fun thing about that series: in the live-action version, the male lead character is played by Kamen Rider Ryugen. The girl who collects nails, she is played by the actress who plays Poppy Pipu Papo from Kamen Rider Xaid. I'm trying to remember her name. The girl of the beautician club with the eye patch. She's played by Duo Shark from Dobotsu Sentai King Oger. And most recently, the actress who plays the main character Yumiko, she later ended up playing the lead actress in Shin Kamen Rider. So you got 4 tokusatsu actors in the live-action adaptation of a fantastic anime. I have the first 16 volumes of the manga, plus the first 5 volumes of the spin-off. Couldn't really find any more volumes of the spin-off, though. I know there's supposed to be 14 volumes, but I only have the first 5. I guess, they're not being printed anymore, so I may have to call some warehouses. But right now, I'm kind of more focused on finishing Battle Angel Lita because I only have 2 more volumes left. Anyways, but yeah, so I think the two of them might be betrothed because if she is his fiance, naturally is going to try to be super chummy towards her. But Rene, probably hating the tradition aspect of her upbringing, probably doesn't want to be anywhere near this guy. Also, he has the same rank as Minato Sensei, so yeah, that's also a thing. That's something to think about. But that exchange is all interrupted by the fact that their detectors scan that there's a Kemi in the warehouse, but it's an ambush. Yes, we finally get the Sisters 3. We finally get the 3 sisters in this episode actually confronting the main characters. They're not just in the background. It's like, oh, look at that. Look what human mouths can do. Like, as if we've never seen Kamen Rider Zero One, or Revice for that matter. And yeah, they captured a Kemi, and they talk about like wanting the driver, and they say, oh, the driver will allow us to control the fate of humanity using the Kemis in a more what's the term that they used? Not judicial. Well, it involves the word justice, but like the Latin word for justice, justitious, justiciously. That's the word. We want to move the fate of humanity in a more justitious directions. What that direction is, or why it's justitious, I'm going to say that word a bunch of times till I have it fully memorized. I don't know. What do you guys think that new justitious direction is? I mean, I don't think it's going to be like, oh, ethnic equality, no more wars between human beings, no more fighting over territory, trying to steal said territory, no more conflict between ideologies or diets or who we voted for every 2 years. I mean, like in America, like we vote for president every 4 years, but we have an election every 2 years because representatives and senators are every 6 years. But the thing is, so every 2 years there's an election, and yeah, things get really hostile. Which, by the way, next year's an election year, so to everyone else in the United States watching this, good luck. Good luck. I mean, I'm just gonna eat tacos in November. I'm just gonna eat tacos and watch Star Wars Episode 3. That's what I do every 4 years. Anywho, but yeah, so Lachesis volunteers. So, oh wow, it's not Atropos this time, it's Lachesis. So let's see what the second sister can handle. But now it makes me wonder, what kind of enemy would... Oh, wait, no. Look, first time it was Clotho. Now it's Lachesis. Then Atropos will have a turn later on. I'm curious what Atropos is going to be up to. See, like, mentally, I'm thinking Atropos is the sister from the first episode, and Clotho is the one played by the 9-year-old girl, just because, you know, Clotho was a child in Jew Ranger, but I guess Clotho grew up while Atropos grew down. Benjamin Button syndrome. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you experience retropy? All right. So here we are. Yeah, I would have to say that going through those sisters, I do want to see them interact more, just because I want to see the sisters interact with each other more, because I feel like they don't really have much in the way of personality that separates them from one another. But I did notice something very interesting, and that is the fact that Atropos's makeup is like half black, half red. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I wonder why the lipstick is asymmetrical. See, I'm apophenic. Like, I look into those like tiny little details because like it makes me wonder. But yeah, so Lachesis absorbs the Antrooper Kemi, turning into the Antrooper amalgam, and has the ability to multiply. Yeah. Yep. Only 3 of her. Like, I don't know why, just 3, because you think ants would be more abundant because they are a colony. So they go on a run. Oh, and by the way, Antrooper turns the warehouse into a giant maze, giant tunnel system. Not unlike the Outer Realm from... What was it? The Outer Realm? No, not the Outer Realm, but like that prison dimension from Mortal Kombat Conquest. I don't know if you guys remember that show, but it's basically a prequel to the Mortal Kombat movie series where you got that Filipino actor playing Kung Lao, like the ancient Kung Lao, the one who won Mortal Kombat and must battle for, and has 50 years of immortality so he could fight in the next Mortal Kombat. That show was fun. I'm sad they canceled it. But it is kind of weird that the suit actor for Sub-Zero from the movies plays Scorpion in the TV show. That little inconsistency is kind of weird for me, but it is what it is. I mean, I get it. Chris Casamassa probably could not make it, but still, it's like, why not just play Sub-Zero the whole time? Like, that's what I want to know. It is what it is. Oh man, I missed that one line from that video game that no one likes. I am not ninja. I am Lin Kuei. Anyone else excited for the new game? I'm kind of excited, not super excited, but oh yeah. So they go on the run, but then they get caught by Lachesis, and she cackles like a sociopath. And okay, so we finally get some personality quirks to her. And yeah, here's a close up of her costume because we don't really see the individualized costumes that they all wear, but yeah. Lachesis has no sense of dramatic timing because she's just quick to reveal stuff. Turns out that Rene is the daughter of the alchemist who created the Gotchard driver. And also, he is dead, and Hotar witnessed it. I wish they waited another 10 episodes to reveal this like they always do. And yet here we are. Clearly, I'm not the only one who's upset by this development. But, yeah. Give me one moment, please. There we go. Okay. As I was saying, timing. Also, I do find it interesting that her costume does have like a giant gyroscope on her chest. I kind of like that. That's a really nice touch. I do want to like more thoroughly examine these costume designs because there might be like things going on that we're not completely privy towards right away. And there's always going to be that moment later on where it's like, oh, that's why they have that design. But me being me, I can't help but overthink and want to look ahead. So like, oh, we got a gyroscope on her chest. I wonder if this has some kind of meaning behind it. Like maybe one controls space, one controls time, one controls gravity. Like the Sinnoh trio. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. Maybe she's just wearing a gyroscope just to wear a gyroscope. Kind of like how a sombrero is just a hat. Anywho. So, we do get some cool moments where the two chemis that Hotaru got from Trading Girl got actually got some really cool usage. For example, Sasuke Maru, which is a ninja card, allows them to do a sort of like disappearance jutsu to escape. And then they manage to defeat one of the ant clones by using the Energel drink. That's literally what it's called, Energel drink. I mean, it combines energy and gel together, and he turns into a liquid, which is kind of cool. I mean, I wish he would turn straight up into water, but hey, this is cool. And a nice touch, you could actually see the driver around like inside his body. So that's actually kind of cool. I would love to see this one being used more often. And by more often, we're never going to see it again. Or at most, we'll only see it in one more episode. So here we are. Here we go. But then we do have to have that discussion. Yes. Rine's dad was the one who invented the driver. And yes, Hotaru witnessed him dying. Rine is depressed. She's like, oh, there's no hope for the future. I may as well be left down here. And of course, like someone really needs to like knock some sense into her. It's like, get a hold of yourself. It's the cavern. You're running out of oxygen, so you're not thinking straight. You always have something to live for. Actually, you know, it's funny. I'm actually watching Thriller Bark right now, and my most favorite sequence in Thriller Bark is Usopp versus Perona, where it's like, I have a naturally negative personality. And Perona's like, every human has a reason to live. And then they try to cheerlead for him. How often do you see bad guys try to cheerlead for good guys? But yeah, so it's like, oh, opening a bento place is my dad's dream, not my mom's, but my mom still works at the bento shop even though my dad disappeared. By the way, your dad's a jerk. I don't know what your dad is doing. Maybe he'll be important later on, like what's his name? Like the Aqua Ranger from Super Dino Charge. Where's the Dino Super Charge? Honestly, Super Dino Charge works better than Dino Supercharge. But I swear, like Ninja Steel should have been called Ninja Stars. And part 2 of Ninja Steel should have been called Ninja Superstars because you have the Gold Ranger in there. Because Party Night! That would have worked. That was the one time where putting Super in the middle of the title instead of at the beginning of the title would have actually worked. Power Rangers Ninja Superstars! Anyhow, so it's like my mom is happy because she's helping my dad with his dream while he's away. That's why I want him to go home so I could help my mom and make her happy. I'm like, good boy. You're a good boy, Hotaru. You're useless except for a couple of moments in this episode, but you're a good boy, and I respect that. You are a cinnamon roll. You're a sweet little cinnamon roll. I can dig that. K1 not so much, but I can dig that. Anywho, so Rina gets a flashback. That's like, oh, I want to be an alchemist. And then Dad's like, oh, well, you better follow the rules. And then he breaks the rules, so like he's a traitor now, upset. But, they got to find a reason to live for. And so they left, and just in time, the ants show up. We get to see the submarine mandrake form, which, I don't know. The design looks cute because you got the whole like Japanese mushroom hairdo looking thing going on there. And you got those submarine turbines on his arms. But this form, we don't really see much of it because while it's really cool that he could shoot missiles out of his shoulders, we don't really see it do much beyond that. Heck, I don't think we even see its wild form. But Rene does get immediately captured by Lachesis. It's like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm just going to hand you the belt. And then conveniently the card is already there. So it's like, the card automatically like turns into a liquid fist and punch. So it's like, wow, talk about lack of tension. Talk about lack of tension, because that plot point got resolved so fast. It kind of hurts. I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not gonna lie. It really hurts me knowing how little screen time it got, especially with the lack of like seeing its wild form. But we do finally get the card really quickly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to feel a little bit disappointed, because I was expecting the Hades sisters to be a much bigger threat, but their fight scenes are very fast. I know that like this is earlier in the season, but you'd think, they like if he's fighting the main villains. And so far these are supposed to be the main villains. Like we don't know for sure if like they're going to stay the main villains, cuz the Bugnarok were not the final villains. But for all intents and purposes, the Hades sisters are supposed to be the main villains. But two of them get taken out very quickly. That kind of bothers me a little bit, because if anything, I would hope that they would mop the floor with him, and then they would have to hastily get out of there in some kind of way and feel like, oh man, we're in over our heads. Hades sisters are much more intense than we could ever hope to be. So we got to get stronger. And then you have like a training episode in the next episode or two. Kind of like Gaim when he fought Zangetsu for the first time. But no, I mean, look, I love that scene from Mega Man X where it's like, it's like where Zero says, "You're not as strong as me, but you will someday." It motivates you. But the thing is, if Hades sisters are getting their butts kicked so easily right now, it's like, what is even the point of having them as villains in the first place? And I know I sound a little bit hypocritical saying this, because like I did say earlier that the villains are carrying the show, and they are. But I wish that like they pose more of a challenge. I mean, I feel like the only way they could fix this is either A, the power gap between Atropos and the other two sisters is much wider than we are led to believe, or they go through their own training journey, just like Kurojishi Ryo, aka Jared from Jungle Fury. So there's that. But as soon as they end up in the warehouse again, a building collapses, and unlike earlier in the cavern, Rene can't use her alchemy to stop the collapsing rubble. But somehow, Spanner just straight up pulls a Seto Kaiba right there, and he just throws a card, and it just digs through all that rubble like freaking. Let me take the banner out of the way just so you can see the card better. And yes, you are seeing an after image because it's constantly spinning, so it does look kind of distorted because it's animation. What are you going to do about it? But yeah, it's like you remember that episode of Yu-Gi-Oh when Yugi and Steven Wheeler, because Joey's possessed by Merrick, are like dueling each other in the harbor with a giant anchor, and this one dude's like holding a switch that would cause a box to collapse onto Taya, and then Kaiba's like, it's like, go blue eyes white dragon. He throws that card and just lobs his arm off. It's like, I can't believe a trading card made of paper could actually do that. But yeah, no, like let's one up Seto Kaiba here. This is such a silly scene and it's so funny. I can't stand it. So, using the Mad Wheeler and the pirate card from from the previous episode, he turns himself into a pirate ship car thing that allows the two of them to escape. I'm not gonna lie though, I like the design. It looks very cute. It looks very adorable. And yeah, Spanner's there. It's like, oh yeah, Spanner, like we still don't like you though. Like we don't like you're all smiley around Rene, but we still don't like you. And Rene finally agrees to go to the restaurant, only to find that, yeah, Otaro's food cooking is very mid. That's the episode, guys. And what did you guys think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What were some of your favorite scenes? What are your least favorite scenes? What did you think about the submarine mandrake form? Oh, also, we did get to see the wild form of Sasuke energy, but we don't see it in its actual rider form. But hey, that was pretty cool though. But yeah, so yeah, what were you guys' thoughts on some of the new forms we found in this episode? What were your thoughts on Lachesis being the villain in this episode? Do you agree with me about like the power scaling of the sisters, or do you think that like they're just going easy on the main character, or they just underestimated him, but they'll come back stronger next time? Like, what are you guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I give this episode a 10 out of 10 because while it's not a perfect episode, at least we were getting some improvements. So here we are. So Chest of Greatness says he couldn't accept you because of the headbutt. Yeah. Okay, they forgot to erase the people who was making the news articles about the monster. Yeah. I don't think they're talking about Gotchard, but Valvared instead. Oh. Okay. That's actually a very interesting theory. I like that. That could actually that's actually I really like this one. The submarine guy was such a disappointing amalgam. Yes, we barely see him, and again, he had such a cool power. He can make people sink through solid objects. Like, how do you mess that up? Also, he's a creepy stalker, so it's like you could have used that really well, like in a plot point. Maybe he'll come back as a different amalgam, probably. I mean, we still remember Minoru from Dawn Brothers, my poor sweet Minoru. Don't listen to them. They're treating candies like lab rats. Probably. Will Trade Girl and Tablet Boy finally get focus episodes? Okay, I love that you called them Trade Girl and Tablet Boy because it reminds me of that one Flash game called Roller Boy 2 where you have to play as one or two characters named Ninja Boy and Dreadlock Girl. And wow, what a name for a character, Dreadlock Girl. Like her defining characteristic is that she is a girl and has dreadlocks. Like Ninja Boy, okay, he's wearing a ninja costume while he's on a skateboard. Okay, I'll give him that one. No one else in the city of that Flash game probably has a ninja gi. So yeah, okay, like you're the singular ninja person. That's your motif. But freaking Dreadlock Girl, your gimmick is that you have a specific haircut. That is just silly. Man, memories. Low-key, I kind of want to play that game again. I can't even remember if I've ever even beaten it. Somebody please put Renge in detention with her tiger hoodie. I like the tiger hoodie. It's cute. Spanish joining the class, but not for studying. Yeah, very suspicious. This turn to stock rename. Yeah. Spanner's like Seto Kaiba. His smile gives me the creeps. Okay, I love this one right here. Remember, when Seto Kaiba smiles, a puppy dies. And then there's like a later episode. It's like 1,000 dead puppies. Okay. Also, he had a purple Kamen Rider. Yeah. Wheel of Fate begun to turn. What does it mean? Okay, there's two things that this could mean. One, it's a tarot card. Major Arcana number 10, Wheel of Fortune. For those of you who don't remember tarot cards, watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or Persona 5. I, for one, never watched or played Persona 5, but I know they use tarot cards, and their personas are basically stands. So it's like, So, yeah. Fool, Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, Strength, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hangman, Death, Temperance, Devil, Tower, Star, Moon, Sun, Judgment, and everyone's favorite, Sawardo! Okay, those are the 22 major Arcana cards. So, so now you know. But there's also lower Arcana cards. So there's like 78 cards, I think. 14 times 4. It's going to be 56 plus 22. It's going to be 78. Yeah, there's 78 cards in total in a tarot deck. So there you go. Oh no, they got Antrooper. Yeah, poor little Auntie. It's Lakeis's turn now. Time to play Dungeons and Ants. I would love to see this. Put a bunch of giant ants in that labyrinth. And I don't mean like, just two clones of Antrooper. I mean, let's get an actual army of giant ants to come after you. Kind of like a first-person version of Pac-Man. Let me tell you, if you've ever watched Pac-Man in first person, that game is a lot creepier. It's like playing Slender Mansion, but you don't know where you are. Like there's no furniture to distinguish your current location. He can't choose left or right, but she goes left and leaves. Yeah, she would. Oh no, she's letting the cat out of the bag. I heard that the traitor in Who Can Create. Yeah. She forgot what she wanted to do when she grows up, and that makes everyone happy. Yeah, I can do that for you. I want to make people happy, and I hope everyone else does too. We finally get more FaceTime with the Fates. Yes, we do. New wild form, Ninja Soda Blob. Yeah. You gave her the driver, but it's a trap. No. See, it's not Soda Punch. It's Hawaiian Punch. Would you like some Hawaiian Punch? Yeah. Uppers Cabos is back for another spin jutsu. I knew you were going to say that. What, the ring has limits? Apparently does. I myself am confused because alchemy just requires having the same amount of mass and energy on the left side of the equation as it does on the right side of the equation. It's like even if there was like an entropy tax, they don't really establish it here. Heck, a lot of the things that happen in this show so far, like the transmutations that happen in this show so far, are not even actual transmutations. It's more like telekinesis, if anything. I mean, you have one example of hydromorphosis. Okay, I'll give you hydromorphosis, although that's kind of nasty if you did it in a real life scenario, because like all your organs are going to be like spilling out everywhere. But honestly, like all of Rene's transmutation so far is just telekinesis. It's not even actual alchemy. It's not even real alchemy. Just artificial telekinetic flavoring. Mad Wheel shows up. Mad Pirate Wild form is here. Yeah, let's see its actual form. Come on, dude. Let him thank you instead of creeping her. Yep. Also, did you see the Kyorager 10-year reunion post? No, I did not, but I will check it out after this episode. Lachesis is cute looking, but her personality makes me want to distance myself. Yes. I mean, if we're going to be fair, I think all of them should make you want to distance yourself. But, yeah. Cute girls are no longer cute when they're creepy. Oh, which reminds me, the actress who plays Lachesis, it was her birthday a few days ago. So, happy 23rd birthday. I hope you had a great day. Because you kind of ruined it for Hotaru and Rene. Actually, I'm curious, what day of the week was it? Oh, well, her birthday in our time zone is the day that she gets to go out. Okay, so technicality. It's like saying, "Happy birthday, Lachesis. What do you want to do for your birthday?" Oh, I want to torture Rene for my birthday. Let's see. Less budget than Gatakira. I know, right? Like, okay, why is Gatakiriba's ability to multiply when he turns into a man? When he turns into a stag beetle, mantis, grasshopper thing? Like, okay, maybe grasshoppers might be able to swarm, but the others are singular creatures, like ocelots, but insect. Like stag beetles live on their own until it's time to find a mate and fight another male rival over her. Praying mantids, up until mating, they live singular lives. So like I don't even know why Gatakiriba's ability is to multiply, especially that extensively. But when you have an ant-themed villain, you should be able to make a giant swarm because ants always travel in colonies. It's like, what's going on here? It's like, I feel like the two of them should have switched budgets where like you only have 3 Gatakiribas and a whole army of ant troopers. And it's like the name, ant troopers. Where are the other troops? Where are the other troops? Lastly, also Ant Trooper kind of reminds me of Zek Trooper because they're also based on ants. Oh my god, that's a Kabuto reference. That's another season they're referencing. Okay. Also, sorry I don't show up for King Ojo last week. Hey, don't worry about it. Your grandma comes first. It's all about family. It's okay. We won't let you get away with this gift, not while we're around. Hey, Dom, what are you doing here? You should let us take care of it because we got vice stamps of, hey, I don't need a vice stamp to fight gift because I have family. I hate that it took me a year plus change to make that joke, but at least I finally made it. Okay. Blades. Blade. Yes. I give it a 7 out of 10 because they should have saved the reveal of her dad later. Yeah, honestly, you're right. I should demote my score to 9 out of 10 because while it is better, it's like, yeah, that should cost them a point. So thank you for calling me out on that. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for me because they should have saved the reveal for later. I wouldn't be surprised if he was still alive, or at least reincarnated. I mean, like they do that with Anjimon all the time. Neck, how many times did Leomon die? In fact, he's the South Park Kenny of Digimon, along with her emotional moment, but in a stiff way. Yeah, it did feel a little stiff. I'm not gonna lie, though. Let's hope her smiling more is gonna make her delivery a little bit better. Because I don't want another wizard reference being the bland performance like we did with Koyomi. Submarine Mandrake is disappointingly short-lived on screen time. Absolutely. Dang! He really is Sotokaba. I know, right? 10 out of 10. Well, you liked it more than I did. Anyone excited for Cosmic Fury? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like that Billy's back. I like that. What's his name? Heckle's back. I like that. Kelson's back. But the thing that still takes me out of it is the costume. It's literally just the costume. That's the only complaint I have. I'm not blaming the writing. I'm not blaming the actors. I'm blaming the costume department. It's like, at this point, you could have used the Q Ranger suits and just made new original footage using those. Also, I hate how people are calling it the Cosmic Wolf Sword and the Cosmic Shark Sword, because I'm going to be real with you. They should just name them after the actual constellations they're based on. Leo Zord, Scorpio Zord, Lupus Zord, Libra Zord, Taurus, Ophiuchus, Chameleon, Aquila, Dorado, Draco, Ursa Minor, Ursa Major. It's a twofer. Phoenix, and Orion. I wish Horologium had a Zord. That's my favorite constellation. Oh. My humidifier's acting. Oh, it's out of water. Makes that sound like it's out of water. Okay. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Lakeisha. Yep, that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We are doing Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. Then on Wednesdays and Thursdays, we do Kamen Rider Gotchard and Osama Sentai King Oger, 7:30, 10:30 Pacific and Eastern. So Wednesdays, Kamen Rider. Thursdays, Super Sentai. Saturdays, Cosmic Fury. Yes, we are going to go back to doing Kamen Rider Amazons. We just need to figure out a time for that. But beyond that, we are going to get back to Amazons. And we're going to finish that season. And then we're going to go back to doing older seasons of Kamen Rider, because that is the Rider Time Archive. But the point is, we got Ultraman on Tuesdays, Kamen Rider on Wednesdays, Super Sentai on Thursdays, and Power Rangers on Saturdays. We got half of a week of nonstop tokusatsu action right here on the Morphin Network. Also, please be sure to check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss movies and video game news. And we did do a video. Scrub Club Gaming did do a video not too long ago. And I think there's going to be another one coming real soon. So be sure to stick around for that. And if you want to follow my personal content, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. With all that said, guys, enjoy your last week of September. New Power Ranger season coming out. New episodes of One Piece coming out on Netflix. And the anime Marineford coming up. And with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. See you all tomorrow. Bye.